What's up, guys? Chris Schroeder here with another video to help you on your reselling journey. Guys, in this video, we're going to be talking about eBay reselling for beginners. So this is for beginners. If you've been reselling for a while, this might not be the video for you, but if you're a beginner, you're in the right place. Okay, so three things we're going to be going over in this video, guys. We're going to be going over where do you find items to resell? How do you know what something is worth? And then, what is the best way to sell an item? Okay, so we're gonna be going over those three things. So let's jump into it. All right, remember to like and subscribe, ring the bell so you get notified whenever I post a new video. Awesome. All right, so where do we find items to resell, guys? So we can do a couple of different things, right? We can go to Facebook Marketplace, we can go to OfferUp, we can do Let It Go. You can certainly go to all of those places and find items that you could possibly buy to resell. I want to challenge you guys to do something different though. If you have an item that you are, maybe you have some knowledge around it. Let's just say, right, for example, I specifically resell phones and electronics, right? So what I do is I post ads for those specific items. And then people message me looking to sell those devices. If you guys want more on that, I highly recommend, checking out my videos after this one. I got a lot of videos about that when it comes to posting ads. But what you want to do is you want to, and you can do this for anything. You can post ads for pretty much anything, right? So you can post an ad for, reselling or buying, let's just say MacBooks and phones, right? You can also post ads for buying tires or, other things. One thing that I always like to recommend is make sure that you have a buyer before you go looking for something to sell. So let's talk about that for a minute. If you don't want to sell things on eBay, you can sell on Craigslist as well. And a good way to do that is simply by going to Craigslist and figure out what people are buying, right? So sorry, I can't apparently see without my glasses. But so yeah, you want to find your item to resell first. So find a buyer first. If you're selling electronics, I recommend eBay or direct buyers. But if you're selling something else, make sure you go to eBay, find an item that is selling, and then do that, right? You always want to make sure your item is going to sell before you ever buy it. Okay. So now, how do we figure out what an item is worth? So let's do an appraisal drill. So let's just say, let's take phones, for example. Phones are easy. Let's do an iPhone XS Max with AT&T. Okay, so let me share my screen. I'm gonna share my whole screen for you guys. Okay, so let's type in iPhone XS Max AT&T. Now I know a lot of people think phones might be hard to appraise, but they're actually, since they sell so quickly every day, they're actually easier to appraise than anything else. All right, so iPhone XS Max AT&T. All right, then what we're going to want to do is, so that we can figure out what something is going to sell for, we're going to want to go down here, and then we want to go to, let's just say used. We want to make sure everything is correct, and then we want to go to sold. We want to make sure this is turned on. And then what we're going to do, guys, here is we're going to find three comparables, okay, so that we can figure out what something is going to sell for. And just so that I know, I want to do fact network locked here. So we want to make sure it's with AT&T. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys a tool. It's going to be in my resources below. So let me go to Google and grab my appraisal tool for you guys. I have a calculator that helps you guys understand what to pay for a device. Let me see where it's at. Okay, guys, I have my appraisal calculator here. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go find three of these that are kind of within the same area of the sold listings. So let's just see here. So this one sold for $299. Okay. So this one sold for $287, and then this one sold for $330. This one's unlocked, so we don't want to use that one. We want to use one's with AT&T here. That one's 256. All right, let's go back to the top here. Here we go. So 267, 303. So, all right. So 267, 303. So what we're going to do here now, since we have this calculator, is we're going to go type this in. So 273 to 263. I think that's what it was. So that's just the first sold price that we found. Second sold price that we, 267. Okay. 267 and then 303. So 303, 303. And then this one was 267. And then we need to find one more that's kind of within the same area. So that's not that one, not that one. Here we go, 287. So then we're going to type in 287. Okay. There we go. So we can see that the average here for what this device is selling for is $285. That's the average sold price. Now, by using this calculator, guys, what you can do is these can be your offers right here, depending on the percentage you want to offer. And then over here is your potential profit as well. So as you can see, if your offer is $171, you can resell it for $285 and you'll make a $77 profit. If you offer $142, you can make a potential profit of $105. Okay. So this is kind of how we know what something is going to sell for on average, to help us, mitigate, losing profit or something like that, right? So now let's talk about what is the best way to sell an item, okay? So let's actually pop into one of my listings. So let me go to my listings here and I'll show you guys. When you know what something is going to sell for, you don't really need to do any bids for it or anything like that. So we're going to go to my orders, we're going to go to paid and shipped, and then I'm going to show you guys. Actually, let me go to some listings that I currently have up. Let me use a phone, for example, here. Okay, so let me revise it. Okay. So when it comes to listing the item, here's what I recommend. Obviously, put as many photos as you can. Okay, with the title, you need to be very descriptive. Any major issues that something has, you want to put it in the title. See, this one has tiny chip and screen. And then I say read because I want people to read the description. Okay. And then down here we have, where's the rest of the description at? I don't know where my description, oh, here it is. So here's my description. You want to be very descriptive with everything that is in your listing. You definitely want to have stuff about returns. You want to have stuff about, protecting yourself, thanking them for their business, that kind of thing, right? My description is kind of long, but we also want to do buy it now. So you'll go here and then eBay will default you to like bidding. You don't want to do bid. You want to do buy it now. Okay. And then obviously don't listen to this. This is typically wrong on what something is selling for. See, because mine's $695 and hasn't sold yet. You don't want offers as well. This one, unfortunately, I left it on accident, so I turned it off for the most part. But you want to turn offers off if you know what something is going to sell for, and then you want to do that, right? No offers, no bidding, nothing. If you know what something is going to sell for, list it for that price. Okay. The next thing you want to do, I always recommend free shipping. Free shipping deters returns more than anything. Another thing is, I'll kind of get into it here. Typically, I don't respond to anybody who isn't the buyer. Now, I know that sounds pretty terrible, but I have 100% feedback. I only respond to people who buy. I don't answer questions all day on eBay. I know that sounds terrible, but it's just, a lot of the people that ask questions, they end up returning the devices, or, that's just what I've found. When it comes to shipping, like I said, free shipping is always good. And then down here, when it comes to payment preferences, what you want to do here is you want to turn on manage payments by eBay and require immediate payment. You want to require, if you don't require immediate payment right away, the buyer can buy, but they don't have to give you the money yet. And then you have to wait for the money, and it's really, really annoying. So those are just, some things. So, yeah, that's about it for this video, guys. But that's how you can start reselling on eBay pretty much today. And yeah, that's eBay reselling for beginners. That's how to find items. So finding items, you can find those in pawn shops. You can find them in multiple different places. I recommend running ads to find items. Get very specific, whether that's books or something else, right? I showed you guys how to figure out what something is worth. I even give you a calculator that's below in my resources tab if you're on YouTube. And then I showed you guys the best way to list an item. So if you guys like this video, like, subscribe, ring the bell. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video.